Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to Invasions Week 2, Day 1. So, there's something really weird happening this week that I didn't notice earlier. Is this happening to everyone? I did not notice this until, just earlier, but, they messed up on something. Like, really messed up on something. Because the amount of points you need to complete out this game mode this week is very insanely low. Yeah, like ridiculously insanely low. Like we could have it by the end of this stream low. That is how low it is. Yeah, so it's pretty broken. Normally this would take the entire week. So at least everyone basically gets this for free this week. I still don't feel like I really got gypped, even though we did spend, I think, like, what, 250 gems for this? Mainly because we would have to have crafted that anyway, so at least we still got the 2 unique, so I'm fine with that. But, yeah, we are pretty much already have all the rewards. I guess I'll go claim them a little bit later, though. I'm not going to do that now. Yeah, it's really weird. Anyways, hello, Kilavera. Hello, Daniel. Hello, TJ, Time Bomb. Hello, Tistaz. Hello, Trey. Welcome all. Welcome. So, as the title mentions, I do want to go and mess with the very obvious theme of what we would normally use for Explore. The main reason I want to go throw this in here is mainly because it's obviously really bad, but, well, for this kind of game mode. But, it's going to blow through, literally, with the firebombs. It's going to blow through the earlier battles so quickly that, I just want to use it for that purpose. So yeah, let's go tear them apart in a matter of seconds every single time. And let's get into that. Let's see, +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. And there we go. Also, I saw a image someone posted earlier of a new troop that's coming to Adana that actually got leaked because it's already technically in the game, but it's not actually, like, you know, obtainable and stuff like that. So it's you can get it as an opponent. It's like some kind of Egyptian mechanical thingy, which is kind of interesting. You were able to blow through the first 5 battles with Rowanne, Sunbird, Firebomb. Yeah, I think we could get to about 10 or so. We'll see exactly how far we can get, but I do just want to just completely wipe out these first several battles with this, because it's going to save us about, like, 5-10 minutes if we do. And look at that Val Raven. It also gives us a pretty good chance of killing Val Ravens, because it has such quick burst damage that we just do that. So let's keep track of how many we could actually do at the beginning here. So we did 1. I want to see how many we can do in a... Oh, actually, never mind. It keeps track of us. I don't even need to count them out. It shows it right at the bottom there. But I'm curious how far we can go with this. I'm not going to overextend, but I am curious how far we can get away with doing this. This is obviously just our normal Explore team that we would normally use, but it happens to be full elemental, so it actually does work. So, yeah. It works. Oh, the first 5 stages? Oh, wow. I don't even know if I have enough points to even go through the first 5 stages. Yeah, so far so good. It's going to be quite a while before we start seeing things that it won't work against. We might end up burning through all of our points today. Oh, there's that Sphinx thing I was talking about. Wasn't that it? It looks different. Yep, there it is. What does this thing do? Destroys all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies 5 armor, boosted by gems destroyed. I assume that's boost off on magic as well. What's your mana cost? 12? I don't know how I feel about that. That seems a little underwhelming. Destroy all gems of a chosen color, so at least you're getting the mana of them. Gives all allies a bunch of armor, which I assume is also based on magic, and of course boost ratioed as well. And then boost ratioed off of that. What would you use this for? I guess an armor buffing? Because I don't believe there's a brown-purple armor buff in the game, but most people would just go honor instead, so you wouldn't really need it. Still seems a little underwhelming. Anyways, that troop doesn't exist as of currently, but it will apparently soon. Go throw a Sunbird down. And down it goes. Hopefully Adana's getting something really viable in the near future, because mechs need something to put them together. There's only really about 1 good mech in the entire game, and that's pretty much Firebomb. Firebomb and Deep Borer. Every other option is almost near useless. There's a few, like, niche things here and there, like Karnex under some circumstances and stuff can be okay, but for the most part, it's pretty bad. So now we should be up to 1 tower each time. I do have to be a little bit careful. I might need to switch into the other team soon. I don't want to overextend this too much, even if we could go for a long while just doing this team. The longer we use this team, the riskier it's going to get. So probably by the time we reach that one right there with 2 towers, I might switch into a real team. Give you mythic mech. Oh yeah, there's no mythic mech yet, is there? That would be quite interesting. And it can't be a half mana either, because that already exists. So it'd have to be some kind of other mechanic. There we go. All still dying in 1 shot. Very nice. 1 tower destroyed. Yeah, we might burn through all of our battles today, apparently. Unless we keep getting Valraven luck. Getting really good. Wow, that's like our 4th Valraven already. Very lucky. It's at least 3rd. It might be 4th. I already lost track, but we'll throw another Firebomb down. And get another Sunbird in there for free, and down it goes. How much is their skull damage right now? It's probably still completely useless, isn't it? Like 30 or something? Or even 20, we'll see. Oh yeah, it's still in the 20s. Well, one of them has 30, but not yet. Okay, so we're fine against them then. Once they can start 2-shotting our Sunbird, we'll definitely want to bail on using this team, because it won't be that viable anymore. But for now, it's still a really easy cakewalk with this, so we'll keep it up. It feels so weird being able to use this in a game mode other than Explore, or, you know, like the standard one. Seriously, what is with this Valraven luck? I don't mind it at all, but wow. This could be the luckiest we've ever gotten with these Valravens. Get another Sunbird down. Feels like every other battle. Almost feels like every battle, actually. I'll go get that done. And there we go. Come on, another Valraven. We're almost gaining more sigils than we even started with. We started with 13, and did like, what, 10 battles? A little bit more? No, we did exactly 10. And we still have 11 battles. So I'll go throw that down. Get a Rowanne in there. Nice extra turn. Let me take that just in case. Let me take that just in case. Oops, there was an extra turn skull, I think, there. I forgot to take. Oh well. Throw that first so we could use the rebuff. So we just get all of our armor back. And he just dies, so we didn't even need any follow-up. Are we going to get a Valraven again? Let's see it. Valraven, go. Oops, it's taking another loading screen. Come on. Yep, wow. Has anyone else noticed the increase in Valraven, or are we just getting lucky? Because that is definitely above average. At least compared to what we were normally doing in the past. What's the real team we're using? I showed it on the video earlier. We're going to be using, or at least initially, I'm going to be using something along the lines of the troop that does 3, 4, 5 times damage, the siege troop, whatever it's called, I forget its name off the top of my head, followed by flame troll, dark troll, and then all the way in last slot, Grim. And regardless of what team I use, almost all of them will be having Grim on it, just because of how ridiculously powerful Grim is. So, yeah, that's the team. So again, it's the siege troop that does 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, whatever it might be, based on your ascension, followed by the flame troll, dark troll, and then just Grim in the last slot. And you can replace out Grim for a different damage source if you want, though Grim would be the most effective. Why did I not take that? I even saw that too. Luckily it cascaded in a way that it's not going to matter. Take that, get a Rowanne down, and that's match. Infernus, not Grim. Infernus will be much better. You don't get the burn, but you get more concentrated damage. You also get a red storm, which is going to be helping with your loop as well, whereas Grim doesn't have a storm. Though the attack reduction on Grim, I guess, could be pretty decent. Because there is that one tower that does 75% chance to do true damage, and you eventually reach the point where you get so far into towers that that amount of true damage, I believe, is enough to one-shot, which is quite a bit. Also, thank you for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Okay, let's go get the Rowanne down. Go throw ourselves down a Firebomb. I still have no clue exactly what's occurring with that thing that keeps making the sounds. I disabled all the things that make sound, yet it still likes to make sound occasionally. The only thing that actually normally should make sound is the donation. But for subscriptions, I disabled it. But somehow, someway, it is still managing to do that somehow. It's kind of weird. I used to always have that for every single subscribe, but that became a bit of an issue, particularly on streams when we gained a lot of subscribes, because that thing would just constantly be going the entire time. So I made it to go at a lower pace and no sound. But apparently, it still wants to do the sound occasionally. But yes, thank you for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Go throw that down. Also, hello, Lurking. Welcome. What troops should I be waiting for in Soulforge? What's his name? Farish Ra for sure. Other than Farish Ra, Infernus is really good. Grim is really good. Worldbreaker is really good. Those are the core damage sources within the game. Other than that, Really just depends on specific troops that you might want to find. Like Famine is still pretty decent. It's a pretty good mana draining troop. Still one of the best mana drains in the game. I'm trying to think of another few utilities that are actually worth crafting, because there's a few utilities under the in the Soulforge, or within Mythics, that are decent, but I don't think are worth crafting. Like for example, having a Queen Aurora is good to have as a utility troop, but I would never go out of my way to ever craft it. It just wouldn't be worth it. So there are a lot of instances like that as well. So if you already have several Mythics, it might come down to just what you might want as a utility troop at that point. But yeah, definitely Fairish Ra and Infernus. Biggest two I would want to try to craft first if I was making a newer account. My other account still hasn't gotten itself a Elamagrim yet. Mainly because I opted to get a Dragon Soul, which ended up eating through 800 diamonds. Also because I haven't been playing it much. Like at all, almost. I still claim its things every single week and do a bit of battles. And particularly this week, if it's all glitched, those rewards. No one, I think, answered me earlier. Is everyone else getting that glitch reward thing? Where it's like ridiculously cheap this week? Now that more people are here. Did you guys see that too? Or is it just like happening to my guild or something? Because I didn't even see it posted anywhere on the forum. Maybe everyone's just deliberately staying quiet about it because of how much easier it is. But yeah, is anyone else noticing this? Like, it's almost 0 points to reach stage 12. It wasn't like that last week. I forget what it was like last week, but it wasn't this easy. I know that for sure. We're almost at stage 11 already on Monday. Monday's not even over. It hasn't even been 24 hours yet. And we've almost done every single one. And it's not like we have someone in our guild going crazy. Our biggest person is like 70th on the leaderboard. Actually, what was the score again? 148. Like I said, it's a little high. No, not even. But yeah, it's still... Look, we only have one right there. And somehow we're still, like, pretty much done with everything. It's really odd. Anyways, let me go check my mail, get all this. Oh, it's just the event stage stuff. Oh, that reminds me. I accidentally opened it earlier. I meant to save them. But we ended up getting a Tesla, which is a really good early game pickup. But the noteworthy one is we actually got a Skyla earlier. Skyla we don't have upgraded yet, so that's actually a pretty important random drop we ended up getting. Because now if we go look at our Skyla, we only need 2 more copies until she becomes mythic. So we're definitely getting there. Almost there. You need a player to average 47 to finish the stages. Last time it was 175. Wow. Did they do that deliberately? Or is that unintentional? I didn't hear that anywhere, as like them saying that they would lower it. Because they lowered it a lot, if that's the case. Like a ridiculously high amount. I don't mind that, though. That's amazing if that's permanent. But I'm pretty sure that's not really meant to be. Doesn't seem like it is. What is a global chat doing? I'm like seeing some of those things there. Throwing profanities and doing other thingies. What on earth are they doing? Anyways, let me go. And too bad we don't have any actual moderators for that. There's no player moderators in this game. There's only the actual mods themselves. They did say that they would eventually set up some kind of infrastructure to like have player moderators, but they don't actually have any within game, unfortunately. Hey, Valraven first slot. How perfect. Well, I was gonna die regardless, pretty much, but at least it's even easier to kill this time. You never know, it could randomly get away, so that makes it a bit easier. Especially the fact that we just got that skull, and down it goes. Oh, never mind, we still need a little bit more damage. Okay, we're starting to get to the point I might want to start using a real team. Because they're starting to survive just a little bit longer, and we don't want to accidentally sacrifice losing a battle just to get it done slightly quicker. Okay, we're gonna move that. Do we have any other drop? No, we'll just throw the Firebomb down, get that rolling, get a Sunbird, and we'll be good to go. All this other stuff I don't really need to move, I don't think. We'll just get the Sunbird down, get a Firebomb, and go from there. And that will be a Rowanne clear. Or is that even enough damage? Yeah, this is the problem now. We're starting to not have enough damage to two-shot. Still not getting anywhere near death, but still. Okay, into the next one. Actually, we might run out of battles before we even stop using this team. That'd be amazing. Should I do that? You keep using this team until we run out of sigils? If we can go undefeated with this until we reach 0 sigils, that would be absolutely amazing. That wasn't the plan. I was actually planning on switching into, you know, the normal team for today. I'll still go show the normal team if we don't end up doing it. Like the team that I will be using. I'll try doing it for the last sigil battle then if we it gets to that point. We'll go throw that one down, because I still haven't even used it myself yet. I've used it in PvP, but I didn't actually use it in this game mode yet. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Can it kill these 5? I think it can. I don't think we'll be able to use it any further than this, though, and I'll probably want to stop. Oh yeah, it's starting to get way too high stats. We're definitely not using it beyond this point. Might even stop using it now, because I don't think we can quick kill the Valraven anymore, especially if it wasn't in first slot. Oh, it's still going down quick enough. At least he didn't get yellow there. And then we just go for Sunbird. And before we do, let me take that mana in case it doesn't die to this. And down it goes. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I guess we'll switch after these 5. And then we'll go switch into the normal team. Okay, let me take that. We don't actually get anything out of it, but some stuff could have cascaded from it. You never know. Throw another Firebomb down. Nice, nice. Get the Rowanne down first in case it gets damaged somehow. I'm actually going to take a skull here just so it dies down. Get the damage concentrated on the other ones. And what else do we need here? I guess we take a blue to a purple. Oh, never mind. Let's just take a red. Oh, I should have taken that blue to purple. I forgot. Rowanne has way more damage. Especially since she has 10%. Even without that 10%, she still has way more damage, though. Here, have a skull. It's not going to matter as long as it doesn't hit HP. Oh, actually, it does matter slightly. It just got barrier. And let's take those blues. Sunbird dead. And there we go. And let's take out these 3, and then we'll switch into a real team. Well, this technically is a real team, but, you know, not for invasions. It's a team made mainly for explore and stuff, but, yeah, that is pretty funny we got to use it this far into invasion. This actually made it a lot deeper into invasion than I was really anticipating it would. Yes, Infinity Plus 2 should be streaming today. I don't believe Salty's back yet, but yes, I believe Syrup and Ozball, I believe, are streaming. Let me go double check the forum. I don't know if they made another post on it. Gems of War streaming. Loading screens. Let me take a sip of water. They didn't mention anything about it, though I assume it's the same time as always, which is 45 minutes from now. So, assuming they start on time, we'll just end our stream and then transition right into theirs. Or I'll just keep streaming until they start. They didn't, our Syrup didn't really like when we spammed her last time, though. Salty doesn't mind it, though. What did we end up saying last time? Oh, we all ended up saying that I am the raid boss because it was raids week during the time. Because it was last week. Should we do something Adana related then? Anyways, let's go and, or elemental related. Let's go into this one. Or should we just spam her with I'll be back? Because that's pretty funny, the title of the event that they said. They actually did a good job on that. That's a really good play of words. That's probably one of the best titles they made in a while. The I'll be back one. Tower power? That's pretty good too. Okay, we'll go throw the Sunbird down. Oh, he just got a lucky turn there. Oh, don't die, Sunbird. We need you. You're a tank. I know you're not really made to be a proper tank, but you still function as one. Even though you have no mitigation whatsoever, you still have regeneration, plus you have the ability that revives you. Anyways, we'll go for the Rowanne there. Not even gonna need that second Firebomb. Maybe spam something that makes more sense, like Tacet says hi. Oh no, I never really liked spamming by using my own thing in there. I don't know, I guess we could do something like that. I don't know, we'll see. That or I could just send you guys over there and not spam her with anything. We don't have to spam her with something. Anyways, let's go into the final battle here, and then we'll finally switch into a real team. Yep, and we get to end it with a Valraven too, very nice. We'll go and Firebomb that. And then we'll go do invasions with a different team that's not this. I'm actually really surprised it made it this far. We could probably still keep going too, but I don't want to risk it. We're just going to go this far and that's it. We could probably go almost all the way up until like the final battle with it. We'll see. But I don't know, I just don't want to risk the battle, so after this one we will go and switch over. We'll go move that. Take the purple. Gives a Sunbird. But yeah, it's still going pretty well. Look at that. Let's see, 3 towers, yeah, I don't think it would be worth risking. Their stats are starting to get a little bit too high. So let's go switching now into a real team. With that being said, let's go try the, I completely forget what it's called. Good job. What is that one leaf guy that does 3 times damage? There he is. Iron Bark. Get him and, oh, excuse me. Let's get a, troll. Wait, did I misspell something? Apparently. How badly did I just misspell that? Oh, I did a dash. And I ended up misclicking over to the other screen. Fail. But, what 2 trolls do we need again? It's Flame Troll, Dark Troll. What order do we need that? I guess we put the Flame Troll up front, even though I don't think I did in that order earlier, but that does make more sense. And then we put the Infernus in there. And it does cover everything, right? Should. Let's see, we have green, or let's see, red, green, red, green, brown, blue, purple, yellow. Yeah, we got all 6. I don't have 6 fingers. It's like, we got all 6. 5, 6, close enough. Anyways, well, let's see, what do we need for banners? We need a rush flame troll, so double purple. I don't think there's anything specifically under the purple combinations that could make that work, so we'll just go and stick with this. And now that we're done with all the Sunbird, Rowanne, let's go into this real team now. Well, I guess technically Iron Bark doesn't actually get to do anything to this yet. Maybe we should keep still stun burning now. We'll mess with this for now. What's the best alternative to the Infernus? Sunbird, Goblin Rocket, Garuda, stuff like that. As far as the absolute best, I'm not quite sure what that would be. But any of the options I just mentioned would be pretty decent. Do I stick purple immediately? It's tempting, but I don't think I'm going for it. Oh, okay, that was definitely worth it. Oh, I did give him a lot of greens, though, indirectly. But we have this 3 times damage thing now, so we just do ridiculous damage. Movement. We take that, get a skull, move that down. Oh, I could take a free green. Oh, well. Double purple, how are you looking? Not that well. Let's go and throw down, I guess, a triple on... Who's the biggest threat here? What do you guys' abilities do? True damage, randomly split... all 3 of them are useless. Okay, so we'll just go down the line then in that case. So we'll hit that. And there's only 7. Probably not worth going for, but I'm going for it. And it completely misses, but he doesn't go for the turn for whatever reason. So I'll take that. Take the purple surge. Perfect. Double the red. Don't miss. And we're good to go. Sweet. Okay, so now we have Infernus. We got our doubles. We got basically everything we need. He did barrier there, but just should remove his barrier. There we go. And now we can go poke him. And then just keep working down the line. So we'll go poke him with this. Double the purple. Go from there. Gets in Infernus. Then get a bunch of kills. Don't hit us with a bunch of skulls. Luckily we have mitigation on that. Which I believe is the first one of them that has had mitigation. 33% reduction. Not anything too heavy, but at least it's something. There's more red on the board, so let me go double the red. Let's do that. He easily just dies since we did 3 times damage. And then we just poke him. And down he goes. There we go. And that's what I intend to use for maybe not all of the week, but at least for the next several dozen stages or so. And it looks like we'll only be able to end through stage 6 here, apparently. Though, wow. What even are these rewards? We're already all the way at stage 11. That is just so insane. One day and we pretty much just hit stage 12. That is so weird. Anyways, let's go and keep doing these. Hopefully we'll get at least one more Valraven. That way we can go into the next little category thing. Oh, sweet. As I say that, we get a Valraven right in first slot. What's kind of weird about towers, I don't know if they fixed it from last week. Towers end up doing a weird thing where they, a Valraven can't replace them. So you don't know whenever you're actually getting the 2 sigils or not once there's no towers left. It's kind of weird. Anyways, thank you, Aiden, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Let's see. Oh, what would you use instead of Infernus? Mang? Oh, yeah, Mang would also work if you wanted to go down that option. Or down that route. Mang is always viable in invasion and raids. There isn't a single raid or invasion day when Mang is not useful. Just there's weeks that it is more or less useful. And one of these weeks like this, due to Infernus and some other options, it's slightly less useful. Though during the higher battles, it's always going to be very useful. Like once we start reaching like the further ends of the towers, where they're going to have really high stats. Of course, we might end up switching over to Mang. We could easily end up substituting that in by, for example, replacing out maybe like a Dark Troll with a Mang or something like that. Okay, red will not go directly into it. I need brown, but we do not have brown. So I guess I'll take a skull, work down Valraven just a little bit. Let him take some skulls here. I don't believe he gets yellow from that. But you know what? Let me go for the purple here so we can double the red instead. I mean, yeah, double the red. So we'll go do that. It doesn't really hit much. Luckily, he's burned right now, so he dies in 2 turns, assuming he maintains the burn. That, or I need to go find myself another extra turn. We'll go take some reds right here. Oh, why did I move the purple into the corner? It makes it less chance that it'll actually extra turn for us. But he'll just die next turn. We'll go through this just at one of the towers. And of course you don't die to burn. Why would you? Let's go double the purple, and now it'll die to burn, since it'll just automatically die to it. Let me go and double the red. And I guess we toss this, because it's going to die regardless of what we do. So we go do this one. Then it dies down. Then we throw in Furnace, and then we're good to go. Oops, why did I not kill that one instead? That didn't make much sense. Let me go do that now. Then again, it might be a little too late. I'll go move that. Double the purple. Didn't extra turn it, unfortunately. So we didn't get any excess mana. But yeah, this isn't going to be enough to kill it, is it? Answer is no. But we can go double red and go get our mana back. And there we go. And that's match. And down to goose. Let's see. Any suggestion for substitute for Flame Troll? Ooh. Flame Troll is quite needed this week, because a lot of the bigger things that you throw into on elementals use red, like Sunbird, Iron Bark, and Furnace, Goblin Rocket, Garuda. A good majority of the bigger elemental options do use red. I don't think there's any other option for him, actually, if you specifically need like a red generator. I don't think elementals, other than Sunbird and Infernus, there's not really anything else that creates red underneath elementals. Well, I guess technically Courage, but that's a little clunky to try putting in a team like this. And technically Fire Lizard too, but again, unless you like really have no options, you wouldn't really go with that. Yeah, there really aren't too many other options. Well, I guess Yarl. Yeah, but then you can't do Dark Troll. But, yeah, so there are a few options. There's definitely not the best. Siren has a chance, so they would need to specifically have red on their team to be able to get a chance at that. And yeah, that doesn't leave too many other options, unless you just want to go with like a hero weapon and use that for mana generation instead. Would end up working okay. But yeah, Flame Troll is available this week though, if you happen to want to throw the resources at it. If you're a newer player, you can get okay value by trying to open them up. If you go over to games, go over to Soulforge, I believe he's actually in the drop pool right now. Yes, both Sunbird and Flame Troll. If you don't have one of them, or both of them, if you have neither of them, there's 2 elementals just sitting there. 2 of the better elementals too. Flame Troll for the double red, and Sunbird for just the ridiculous damage, its tank ability, and its Firestorm. All really, really good value. Definitely advise having a Sunbird if you haven't already gotten one. Would be worth throwing a few packs here. Even Ancient Golem isn't absolutely horrible. It's not a elemental, but still, as far as like early game stuff is concerned, actually even Summoner is pretty decent early game, because of it got buffed the most recent patch to have a higher life gain, which is nice. It used to only have a 5 life gain. Now it's boosted based on magic by I think half its magic, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, and some Banshee for souls, but that's not really used too much. Anyways, yeah, I would definitely try at least attempting it a few times. Would be worth a shot. I'm gonna go claim all this event stuff. What do we even have here? 5 gems. That was from one of them. 5 gems again. That was from another one of them. 10 gems. 10 gems again. And what's this final one? 15 gems. Let me guess. The next one's 20 gems. Anyways, guilds, invasion, fights. Oh, it actually is. Oh, that's kind of to be expected. That's funny. Oh, sorry. Your question? What was your question, Lurking? Let me go backtrack some. Also, wait, where'd it go? Your question. Oh, you said your question twice. Also, hello, Anthony. Welcome. Let's see. You're level 105 and you use a rare Sunbird, epic Rowanne, and 2 times Firebomb, even though they are not as powerful and has less health than yours. You can get away with it probably up until the first three little brackets of them, like the first 15 battles. I think you can get away with them earlier on in the game. After that, even though I did the exact same team, you'd probably start to struggle after that point, mainly because of the stat discrepancy between your troops and theirs. But yeah, I would say at lower stats, you would only be able to get that into about the first 15 battles, as in the first 3 little brackets of them. Once you start seeing double tower, you'd probably want to switch into something else at that lower level range. But yeah, we were able to do it all the way to the 5. But that's only because we had higher stats, which allowed us to do that. Which was the first 25 battles. But we'll go throw that down, do it on this tank so we don't have to get that skull mitigation. What's kind of funny is our damage will increase once he starts reaching 5 towers. Because once he reaches 5 towers, we'll be able to go and constantly do 2 times skull damage to them. There we go, very nice. Another Infernus right into the other thing, and that's match. I'll just go throw that right in. And there we go. The power of Infernus. Gosh. And on to the next one. Also, where did all the Val Ravens go? We were getting such ridiculously good luck earlier on, and now they all ran away. They all flew away. For the winter. Well, actually, it's not winter anymore. It's technically spring, though it's still cold. Anyways, we'll go take yellow. Let's go and, I guess, poke somewheres. Actually, you know what? Let me take a purple. He'll poke us, which is fine. We'll take those. Oh, wait, why did I take the... I just took the red right before I was about to double the red. That's not a good idea. There's a good chance he's not going to take red here, though. Let me go take this brown. Hope he doesn't take red and then go fire that next turn. And he doesn't. Perfect. We'll go grab that. Get all of our mana, pretty much. And other than the guy that actually casted. Get Infernus down, and we'll be good to go from here. We'll go throw this on something like his first slot. Actually, do we even bother? We could just skull him. Yeah, let's throw this on last slot instead. Then we can Infernus his entire team down. I don't even need that skull, and that's match. He dies to Infernus. Oops, I gave him a little bit of mana, but oh well. Oh, he lived with 1. Really? 1 HP. You're going to live with 1 HP. Too bad we can't burn him. And Infernus it down. And down it goes. Would you recommend crafting Plague or War this week? No, I would not bother with Plague, and I would not bother with War. Neither of them are worth crafting, unless you're getting them for completionist purposes. But I would never really bother using them in many teams. All of them have better alternatives. The better alternative to Plague is either Azura or Magnus, either of those two. And the better alternative to War can vary slightly depending on like what objective you're trying to do. But normally it would be something like Queen Jezebel would end up doing it. Technically you can also use Queen Jezebel with a War, but you don't really need War. It's basically just a high damage single target spell. And there's plenty of other troops that also do high damage single target spells. There's plenty of them in the game, not only War. Okay, we'll go and take that, double the purple, and we'll be good to go as long as it doesn't miss. Okay, it slightly missed. Oh, actually, kind of missed quite heavily because now it has that. As long as it doesn't remove red, we're fine. So I'll just take some purple here, I guess. I don't have it. Oh, I do have a drop, so I'll go grab that then. Good, he did not go for red. Do I have any drops? I don't believe so. So we just double the red, hope it lands, and don't miss 2 times in a row. It missed 2 times in a row. Good job. Luckily, it doesn't use red, but still, that is not helping the cause. That also missed, though out of all of them, that was the one that had the highest chance of missing, so that makes somewhat sense that it did miss. We'll go and throw this at his, I guess we'll throw it there, because we're going to be working towards that next, as far as kill objectives. So we'll go move that over. That finally gives us Infernus, so we can start shuffling up the board and doing all that mess. So let's go and throw this all the way at the last slot. I mean, we might need to start bringing out the Mank. I keep forgetting how quickly they start gaining stats when you're not using Mang. This is actually the first time ever I'm using no hero class. So far we have done 0 battles with the hero class. I was hoping that we could maybe maintain that the entire week, but I don't think it's going to be possible. We're eventually going to have to switch into Titan hero class using Mang. Almost guarantee, but I want to see how far we can actually get without ever switching. And get Infernus down. Oh, I should have went for the kill because he's about to barrier. And I don't have any easy way to remove barrier with this team, which is also a slight issue. Ooh! Well, speaking about slight issues, that's also not that good. He just took out one of my main damage sources. Luckily we could use that and smash. Down he goes. And there we go. What would you really spend gems on? Armor is what you think you should save for? Yes. When first starting off, you should be spending your gems on the... Is that seriously just a small green orb? That is so pitiful. But, as far as early on in the game, the main thing you should be saving on for is get a dragon armor. Dragon armor costs 500 gems, but it gives 100% gold bonus. And if you're not planning on getting the Death Knight armor, which is that $50 armor thing, if you don't intend on getting that armor, you definitely want to try picking up Dragon armor and Celestial armor as early as you can. And that will help increase your... The sooner you get them, the more resources you'll be able to get per hour. Because once you get the gold armor, you'll easily be able to go and accumulate a bunch more gold to upgrade kingdoms that way. And then when you go get the soul armor, you can start doing like actual soul farming, like either in arena or in other locations. Is the mech random new troop? That one random troop that keeps coming in, it's a new troop that's coming in the future. It is currently not available though. That Sphinx thing. But yeah, it's not available as of currently, unfortunately. It's probably in the event. Actually, let me go see. The spoiler thread might actually say when it's coming. Yes, that troop that we see in Adana is coming on the 16th, April 16th. So just making an appearance a little bit early. But yeah, April 16th is its actual intended release. It is not obtainable at this current moment in time, so don't try getting it by any means. It's not in the drop pool. It's just appearing because I guess they forgot about it, or maybe they just did it deliberately, just as a tease. But yeah, it's not available until April 16th, next month, midway through. So yeah, we still have a little bit to go. It's going to be a brown-purple, obviously, so you'll be able to get brown-purple trait stones as well, if you've been needing it for anything. Anyways, let's go use our final battle, and see what we can do with it. He has a Firebomb, really? That's actually quite convenient for us, since he can actually kill himself out with it, though that's probably a lot of damage, isn't it? What level is that Firebomb? 45, 50, 25, 24, I mean, because you minus the other one. 35 damage to my entire team. That's actually a pretty competent amount of damage. Though it does automatically heal itself off, so I don't know if that trade-off's actually worth it or not. And again, we got a burn, so at least that's going to be even less damage now, so that's good. What do we need? What do we need? I guess we take a... Slightly tempted to take the blue. I think I'm taking the green, though, just so we can get a poke on him. Oh, he gives us free purple, too. Perfect. What do we have now? Double red. That's not going to work at the moment. Wait, I just realized he has all 3 of the true damage towers. That's not good, because it does it to a single target, which is probably going to be enough to kill us. Which makes it even worse. Okay, we'll go and move that over. Double the red. It should be able to land in that top corner over there. Nope, apparently it lands on the bottom. Still, at least it landed. That's the main thing we needed. Wow. Okay, we'll go move the red here. Go take a... You know what? Let's just kill that out. I don't want him true damaging or doing anything weird. We can keep doing that too. Since they're all the exact same troop, I can just keep blocking them by using the tower itself to block the other towers. And we could just keep killing them one at a time and win that way. That's probably going to be the game plan then. Go double red. Get that down. Do we wait? Do we go for it now? Yeah, we go for it now. Okay, good. For a second I thought it was actually going to give it to him. Obviously I deliberately left that there. But was hoping that the explosion would hit it. Almost didn't. We just barely clipped that one gem there. That's pretty much match. All we need is a skull and a poke, and that's already there. Boom. And then another boom, and there we go. And there was no Valraven, right? I don't believe there was, so that is our final battle for today. But oddly enough, our rewards are almost complete. What even is this mess? That is insane. That is so ridiculously easy. We're stage 11 on day 1. I think if we waited long enough for the rest of my guild, we would be stage 12 on day 1 because of how they changed it intentionally or unintentionally. It's just really insane. Anyways, let me go check some of the other chats. Let's see. Dragon Soul ever show up in the Forge to craft? Yes, it's shown up about 3 times now. I know for sure it showed up at least once because my other account ended up getting it. Or at least twice because actually there was a time before that as well. But, yeah, it's, yeah, it showed up about 3 or 4 times or so. Somewhere around there. But yes, to answer your question, it definitely has shown up before. For sure. Because my other account crafted it. You're using Ironbark and Furnace Elemental Bow, that Bard class with the Dryad at Tower level 100. Interesting. In Furnace, Ironbark, Elemental Bow. What's the Elemental Bow? Isn't it blue-green? I heard some people mentioning it was doing the wrong colors, though. I haven't actually bothered using it, just because it didn't seem like it would be too viable to use in most situations. But, yeah, we could definitely go mess around with it some. We still have plenty more teams that we can mess around with. It's only day 1 of the thing. Let's see, you have the following mythics: Boardbreaker, Doomclaw, Champion, Orpheus, Ferris Ra, Famine, Plague, Guards Avatar, Ketris, Jotnar, Abbey, Wait, what's Garg? Oh yeah, that one that does single target damage. Skady and Furnace. What would you recommend crafting next? Let's see. Yasmin's Chosen is decent. Queen Aurora is decent. Probably Queen Aurora, actually. There's a lot, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's a few utility teams and quick explosion teams that you can get up very easily with a fully traded Queen Aurora. I don't know if I would really go out of my way to craft it, but it is pretty nice to have. And based on all the other ones you have, you pretty much have all the big damage sources. I believe you mentioned, well, all three of them, Worldbreaker, Furnace, and Element Grim. Or was there Element Grim in there? Element Grim would actually be a pretty good pickup. Actually, I don't think that was on the list that you just made. Never mind, go Element Grim then. Would probably be your next best one to go for. Anyways, let's go claim our rewards and see what we get. So we have a lot of things to go claim right now. We have 4 Orbs of Chaos, wow. So let's go see what happens. We also have a Vault Key, so let's go see what we get from the Vault Key too. I don't think we're ever going to see this many resources at once. Let me see. Let me double screenshot this thing. Too bad it's not every single reward all at once. That'd be really cool. But almost. Very close. There we go. Anyways. Oh, where's my 4th orb? Oh, 1 Chaos Orb remaining. I see. Well, let's see what we get here. Come on, blues. Okay, we got one. What's with all the Orbs of Wisdom? But at least we got 1 Orb of Ascension. Come on, another blue. Orb of Clans, I'll take it. I'll take it. So that means we should be at 11 orange, 2 blue, and 6 purple. And I forget how many greens. 4 green, 2 blue, 11 orange, yep, and 6 purple. There we go. Sweet. Okay, so it all counted. It all went where it needed to go. Still very low on Orbs of Ascension. Somehow we only gotten 2 of the best orb. Unfortunate, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know why. It just loves giving me Orb of Wisdoms. If we were a newer player, this would be amazing. We could trade everything we'd ever need, but I don't really need them since we already have every trait stone we would ever need, so not that useful to me, unfortunately. That's well, among one of the worst. Actually, this is almost less value than getting... actually, no, nothing's less value than getting Orb of Growths, but still. Yeah, not really something I need, unfortunately. They're equally as useless to me. Anyways, let's go into our mail. Grab our few gems that we got from the other little thing from Invasions. And yeah, there we go. Let's go open our Vault Key now. Gnome Vault. Let me go use a safe team real quick. Almost the same team we were just using, but let me go and get the really safe version of this just in case. Forest Guardian. What did I type this time? What's with me constantly getting that backslash? Forest Guardian. What do we need now? Firebomb and Ogren. Firebomb, Firebomb. Ogren. And there we go. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Well, obviously we know what we're going to do with it, but let's see how many seconds it'll take. Should put the little timer up and see how many, if we could beat 15 seconds. Nah, it's ridiculously quick. Anyways, we'll take that out, And let's match. We just throw Sunbird in, dead. There we go. Easy. Now, the moment of truth. What do we actually get from it? What? Wait, what? Oh, okay, 100 gems. I thought that said 100, okay, I thought that said 100 souls. I was like, wait, how do we get 100 souls twice? But yeah, that's horrible. We got all 3 of their worst drops. 100 souls, 2 minor trait stones, and 2,500 gold. And of course, the 100 gems is from the bigger guy. It's one of the lesser drops, mainly because the gem key drop is worth more. The event key drop is worth more. And of course, having the orb would be nice. Also, we still haven't gotten a Valraven yet. It's the only troop that is realistically obtainable that I don't have yet. Of course, I also don't have Zugoff, but no one has Zugoff, so it's not like I don't even have it, because everyone doesn't have it. But, yeah, we still need that Valraven. Hopefully we get it this weekend during the Gnome event. As I said, if we go under Show All, there should only be 2 troops here. Oops, I mean Show Unknowns. There should only be 2, and that's the Valraven and the Zugoff. Of course, no one has Zugoff, but Valraven is available in the vaults. The only thing is, we just haven't found it yet. We ended up finding the other guy, but he was available in the chest, so basically everyone was able to get him. So yeah, we still need that Valraven, unfortunately. And not much I could do about that. Unless he just happens to come back into a chest. Well, you need to keep keeping an eye on the, under the Soul Forge, because you never know. This one day we could just randomly see a bird there. And it's like, oh, go craft it. Oh, that's funny. There's actually 2 birds already here. Not the right birds, though. We need the Valraven. Oh, even Shocktopus is here. Nice. I don't think I need more copies. Well, I do need more copies, but it's not worth throwing that into it just to get a few more copies. Anyways, let me go and do my dungeons real quick before I go and forget. If you guys have any other questions or things you want me to go over, just let me know. If I already missed any questions, let me know as well, because I think I skipped a few earlier. I think I backtracked to most of them, though. Let's see. Your guild is working on 11 right now. I know, it's so completely broken. Any viable teams with AnarchyChampion of Anu, Scorpius, Ketris, or Yali? Ketris and Yali are pretty decent. They're normally used behind a lot of mana generators, and then you just use them as your main damage source and kill them out. With Ketris, the common theme is you go red mana spam, and then you throw Ketris at second spot and fourth spot. For Yali, you tend to put it into a true damage team and then just multicast it, and that way you can just clear out the team in about 3-4 casts or so. Normally more towards 3, assuming they can be poisoned, because over time, of course, the poison will do a decent amount of damage to them. Let's see, you use them in the Soul Forge to make orbs of power, or whatever. Yeah, we might be doing that, using them in the Soul Forge. I'm not quite sure, though, if I will be converting them in that fashion. Oops, let me go change the normal team. Apparently, we're making this a whole thing today, using the whole Sunbird, Rowanne, double Firebomb. Oops, why did I just put a second Rowanne? I mean, a second, where did the thing go? Rowanne. Put that there. Replace the second one we just put in and put a Firebomb there. Okay. Anyways, I guess we're making a theme today to just use this team, because it seems to be able to do literally everything. The only thing it can't do is PvP. Alright, we'll go and throw that down, Get a Firebomb in there. Also, hello Pedro, welcome. Aren't they buffing the gnome drops? Yes, they will be buffing the gnome drops. I don't know if that's going into place this Friday, but I know for sure it's going into place by next patch. But yes, they are planning on buffing the gnome drops, though they currently are not buffed yet. Any good starting teams using Diviner? I'm not sure if anything early on in the game can utilize the yellow enough that it would be worth it. Maybe a Goblin Rocket spam team, like her with like 3 Goblin Rockets, or something like that. But there aren't really too many good cards that need a lot of yellow early on in the game. There's a few good yellows though, like Valkyrie and such, but and of course, like I mentioned, Goblin Rocket. But none of them really need as much mana as a Diviner would be able to provide them. Diviner's mainly used more on like the really big legends and mythics for the most part. That's its biggest purpose that it has. A good majority of the converting troops are used for that. Like Valkyrie's normally used to fill Queen Mab or Corvash and stuff like that. Alchemist is normally used to feed things like Infernus. What was the other one? Hellcat's normally used to feed things like Elamagrim. Giant Spider's normally used to fill things like Kraken. Green Seer's normally used used to fill things like the Web Spinner or Yasmin's Chosen and stuff like that. Because normally the better things that they tend to be utilized for come more into like the things that actually have a larger mana pool to be able to use. Because the biggest issue that you can actually have with these troops is you get way more mana than you ever need, and you're wasting a lot of that potential that's not going to be able to be used for anything. The reason why I mentioned Goblin Rocket when you said Diviner is it can keep spamming its ability, so that wasted potential doesn't normally occur when you're using Goblin Rocket, since as soon as you're starting to get all of your mana up, even though it's a low mana pool, you can keep throwing it down constantly and getting rid of it. And there we go, that's all of them. And of course we'll take our little thingy, might as well, and that's that. Okay, so all those are done. Let's go grab ourselves the gold over here, and get all that, very nice. And we're good to go. So let's go mess with PvP some. Should we throw it? No, there's no way it could win in PvP. Actually you can, but we'd have to go to like really easy battles, like casual 1 trophy. And even then we'd probably have to repick it into something like ridiculously easy. Like, come on, give me one. There we go. Oh, poor guy. 1, 2, 3, 4 team score. Okay, we'll go and throw a Firebomb down. Aw, poor thing. What level is it? It probably just started the game today. Or the other day. Rip. Well, that was quick. Too bad we can't always find battles that easy. Oh, so this would be a really easy way to actually go farm up a lot. Though you'd have to repick a lot and probably wouldn't be worth it. And I feel bad picking on the very low levels. I don't even know why they let you do this. You can fight people like over 1,000 levels under your level. And it's like, sure, that seems perfectly balanced. Look at this. This is a level 1,498, was that? Or 49 or something? Look at that. Oh, I can't see his level, but it's something really low. He only has base ultra rare. That's something you normally have at like a level 100 or so. Hey, it's Celestial. And that's not easy enough. He has goblins, the shredded goblins. There we go. Like I'll just do this one. I'll stop messing with the lower players now. I figured since this stream seems to be based on this team, we might as well do it for literally everything, including PvP. But yeah, I should stop picking on them. It's actually a lot of gold though. Look how much gold we're getting right here. It's 1,775. That's like 2 or 3 explorers right there. That's actually a pretty decent amount of gold, though we are having to spend a little bit of gold to actually get to that point. Okay, that should be good enough. Osball says stream in 40 minutes? Why are they streaming so late? I might still have to end at 9. But I'll still be around for that stream. I need to go and take a shower and all that, so that'll actually be perfect time for me to go throw a shower. So apparently I will not be sending you guys there immediately when our stream ends. I'll just take a shower in that time, and then by the time I finish my shower, they'll probably be streaming. I will be at their stream, though, if you guys still want to talk with me and ask me stuff, though. And, of course, you can ask me now, if you still have anything you want to ask me, obviously. Let's see. Was there anything else? But yeah, if you still have anything, just let me know. But yeah, I think we'll end at the normal time then, and then we will reconvene at their stream. I'll still go send a link for any of you that don't know what it is. Anyways, let me go back to normal PvP and a normal team as well. Maybe that is a normal team. We just beat absolutely every piece of content you can with that team. We just did dungeons. We did, let's see, what did we do with it? We just did a vault key with it. We did dungeons with it. We did invasions with it. We did PvP with it. What game mode did I miss? I guess I technically didn't do explore with it. I guess we'll go do like one explore. Obviously that's what it's actually made for, so it's obviously going to function there. That's where it's made to function. But yeah, I guess this is the day of use Sunbird, Rowanne, double Firebomb for literally every piece of content in the game. And somehow it works. We'll go throw that down. And that's match. Throw the skull under. Best alternative if you can't trade Iron Bark for this week. Have anything else? Probably double Troll with Hero Class fully traded if you happen to have that. With a Elamagrim, or if you don't have Elamagrim, Goblin Rocket or other damage source like Garuda or Sunbird or something like that. Other than that, well, obviously you wouldn't want to use Iron Bark if you don't have it traded or anything. But sticking with something like well, we had this cheap Elemental team, but something a little bit more viable than that, that's a little bit more expensive but still cheap-ish, that you can end up doing is Dark Troll. Oh, not Dark Troll. I meant Flame Troll. Get that in there. Flame Troll, put that in. Actually, we need that up front. Use that as our tank. Flame Troll. Do you have Titan fully traded? Because that would actually depend slightly on what we end up using. And I guess we could use Dark Troll. Don't know if you have Mank either. So we could just go for that. And now we'll just need one heavy damage source in the back. And for this, I guess we could go then the Goblin Rocket, as I mentioned. And we should probably be able to get away with this. We get a lot of loop out of the Goblin Rocket potential. The banner we would have to switch into, though, would be something more like a... well, it has to go into one of these troops, so I guess we'd go into... Oh, the problem is none of those manas bleed into the other one. What are we missing? We're missing only green, right? I think it's only green. Is there a minus green banner that gives a lot of purple? I believe there is. I know there's a few of them. There's this. I guess that could technically work. Though I prefer something else. Is there a different minus green banner better than that? Is there any other minus green banner? There has to be. I know there's at least one other one. There it is. Yeah, I guess we'll go for that, actually. The +2 blue, +1 yellow. I get the Flame Troll up a bit quicker so we can keep getting the double reds. We have a lot of things giving us more red here. We have the Sunbird giving us a Firestorm once it kills itself. Or anything on your team dies, but most likely that's going to be Sunbird killing itself to revive. Flame Troll for the doubling of the reds. Dark Troll to loop into the double purple, which fills them back up. And the Goblin Rocket with the +1 red. So you still have most of the main components you need for damage. You have your frontline tank infinite with the Sunbird. As long as they can't one-shot it, you should be fine. And you have all your mana generation loop. and you still have your damage. Of course, this is a pretty cheap damage. You could try upgrading this if you have something better. But that's basically the basics of the team if you can't trait the troop and you don't have many other options. Flame Troll is also available this week under one of those little craftable thingies, I think the purple one. Dark Troll, however, is not, so hopefully you just have that laying around. If not, you could use a hero class Mang there instead. Go something more like that and put in like second slot instead, and do something more along the lines of that then with Mang hero class, preferably as Titan fully traded if you have. Otherwise, maybe as Elf, because the Elf class has 20% additional stats this week. Or not the Elf class, well it is the Elf class, but the Archer class has 20% extra stats this week. So having your hero set as an archer with like Mang or something could also work there. So if we go under weapon, Mang, boom, and as you can see right there, it has 20% extra stats if you have it set as a archer. That's because it counts as both an elf as well as Forest of Thorns. The lethal bullseye does almost nothing, but you still start with half mana, which is convenient. Good evening, Maximuse. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you going to send the Iron Bark later with orbs? No, I'm not going to be doing that. We're already pretty much done with invasions this week. I will still be playing them out because for whatever reason, it's so much lower. But, yeah, as far as invasions, we're pretty much done as far as rewards, quote-unquote rewards. So there is no point whatsoever on throwing more gems. The only reason I really even go to tier 3 in the first place is so we don't have to go out of our way to craft this weapon. So it gives us all the uniques. It gives us the bark, and it gives us whatever the new weapon is. Of course, we could go out of our way to craft a new weapon, but it's actually pretty expensive to go out of our way to craft it. And if we're completionists, we don't really want to go out of our way to go get it because it cuts into our diamonds and stuff. But when we could just be using gems for it instead. But yeah, right there, it's not that cheap, surprisingly. And we have to do this almost every single week whenever they do like raids or invasions. But anyways, it's 2 Celestial Trade Stones, 400 of both the colors, 200 diamonds, and 10,000 souls. That is not a small amount of resources. It's not a huge amount of resources, but it's, if I could just pay like 150 more gems like we do, I feel like that 150 gems is a better trade-off than all this. Well, of course, I guess technically 250, because to get all the way here, it's 250. But even then, I still consider that worth it, and it's one of the main reasons, among many other things, other than just having enough battles to actually progress through the thing, why I actually do up to that point. It just seems like a really nice stopping point, because you still get the weapon, you still get all your uniques, you still get enough battles to make your guild average go up very decently, so that you can reach the final reward and all that kind of stuff. Though this week, the reward is so ridiculously easy to reach, but still. Anyways, we'll go grab that. What's a good kingdom to do explore in for the event week? Basically any of them with a high amount of reds. These include things like Adana, Blighted Lands, Wild Plains. I think Pride Lands had 7. Let me see. It was 7 or 8, and 8. I'm personally doing Wild Plains. I don't recall if there's one that's even higher than Wild Plains, but this one has 8 reds in it within the kingdom. Aside from having 8 reds within this kingdom, I also need those trait stones. My green-red are the lowest right now, and it might be on several people. The main reason being is the troop this week requires green-red. So this would actually be a really good place to actually go do your explore, because if you needed it for invasions, like if you didn't trade it, some person was just mentioning earlier that they don't have their thing traded. They have it, but they don't have it traded. What's with all the Celestials? This is like the 3rd Celestial we got in this stream. But if you don't have the thing traded, you can get Arcanes here. Apparently, we're getting a lot more Celestials than we are Arcanes. I always hate that. Whenever I try specifically farming an Arcane, I keep getting Celestials instead, which isn't, I guess, a bad thing, but it makes it so we don't get the Arcane. And the Celestial is actually rarer than the Arcane, which is kind of weird to get more Celestials than Arcanes. But anyways, yeah, this would probably be overall the best kingdom to go and explore in this week. Do keep in mind, don't overkill the exploring yet, because the Gnome event's going to be occurring this Friday. So you can just do that instead. You don't have to do it now. I actually wouldn't even advise exploring now, even though that's exactly what we're doing. And as you can see, this is why we're doing it for Arcane Beast Trait Stones. It's currently my lowest, and as I mentioned, might be a couple people's lowest, simply because most people did take a hit in order to go and trade it up for the invasion this week. But if we go over to our inventory, how many were we at these days? I know it's my lowest. It's at 145. It's still below 150, or the only one below 150 now. So yeah, we need to go get that back up. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much that. And as I mentioned, you don't really want to do that at the moment, mainly because treasure gnomes are going to be coming in this Friday and run through the entire weekend. And not only does a treasure gnome count as a red kill whenever it appears, you're also going to be just exploring a bunch to go and try to find treasure gnomes. So you're already going to be doing this weekend, so you don't need to do it now. I would just wait until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's 0 point trying to do it now, unless you just feel like doing it, just for fun. But you'd get a lot more reward out of it from doing it later. Hello, McCoy. Oh yeah, I didn't give a code yet today, did I? I need to go do that. Let me go do that right now, because I didn't end up doing that. We'll go end on that, because I actually did not give out a code. I always forget ever since I've started using the normal stream on Mondays, because normally whenever I give out a code, I have like that border stream thingy, where it has like the whole little L-shaped border, and all that. Because that normally reminds me, because it like shows it right there. But I sometimes forget when we're just doing the normal kind of interface related one. Anyways, let me go double check that this is working, and if it is, we'll go give out a code. And we'll pretty much be ending on that. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will go give the link to Salty's stream, or whoever's streaming today. I think it's actually Syrup and Ozball, or just Syrup, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I will go give the link to that. I will not be streaming up to their stream though. But gonna go take a shower, and then I'll be back and chatting in their stream. If any of you want to ask me anything then, if you still had anything to ask me. Also, hello Oscar! Welcome, welcome, welcome. But there you guys go, there's the redeem code. All ready to go. I'll go post it twice. Just copy paste that. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. And that gives the normal reward, as always, 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. The devs will also have another code on their stream. One that might even be slightly better than this. Though lately, they begin with the same codes as me, which is kind of odd. Normally, they give slightly better codes, but lately they've been giving the same value that I've been handing out. I can't control what the value of my codes are, though, but they can control theirs. Anyways, can I run this team you came up with? It's a lot of fun. It is Forest Guardian, Yasmin, Aurora, Glitterclaw. Oh, I messed around with something like that earlier. Well, not that much earlier, but yeah, we can go mess with that real quick. Let me just go clear out this revenge battle real quick, though, before I do. And then we'll go and use what you just said. Actually, we probably could have used that against this. Oh, you just got a Sunbird from the gem key? Nice. Or was it specifically from the gem key, or just from something else? But yeah, Sunbird is really good. It's one of the best ultra rares in the game right now. And I use it for a lot, as you guys can tell. We've used it for pretty much every possible thing during this stream. Under the sun. Get it? Sunbird, under the sun. I can make jokes, barely. We'll go throw down the Sunbird. Oh, I should actually throw the explosion there. Throw another one down. And what else do we need? We'll go throw a third one in there. Oh, from the gem key, nice. Wait, did I even open one gem key? Did I go through that whole process and not even pay attention to if I did or did not open one? Sorry, I need to go take this revenge again. I keep getting revenge battles. And this one's even harder than the previous one. I should have just done it with the team you mentioned for the previous one. I try replacing it with something easier and it just gets even harder. Okay, we'll go take that one over. Because there's no way I can normally throw normal teams that I haven't used before against like the meta. That just isn't going to work. Because that's one of the strongest teams there is around at the moment. Still really easy to take out, but you need to be, like, know how to take it out with the team you're currently using. Okay, we'll go through the Infernus out. How did he not die? That's not good. You better not entangle me. Because I don't have... Oh, he just did. Because I don't have any immediate way to break out of it. Do we have alignment? No, we did not. So I'm going to have to throw a Mercy here. Go get a bit of value. We can just go for another cleanse though, and we'll be fine, and do just that. Go throw that down. And we're good to go. That kills out the one. We'll go throw Infernus down, and... Oh, I should have gone for one more scope poke. He better not drain me now because of that. Okay, he gets a Dawnbringer in. There we go. Take that out. Go throw this onto purple. Even though we have a Mercy, it's not going to matter much. Go and get that little arc in there. Get a Sunbird, and yeah, that's pretty much match. And dead. He'll just die to the burn and the other thing. Good evening, SKADC Gaming. Welcome, welcome. He tuned in right at the end of the stream. Hello, Say. Yeah, it's because the hour shift might be throwing some people off too. Because we are streaming like an hour off from what we normally would, depending on like time zones and such. Anyways, where was the thing I was gonna go do? Also, don't forget to go claim the redeem code, everyone. If you haven't already, we posted it like 1 minute ago or a few minutes ago. Let me go do that one team that was just mentioned though. Let me go do, where to go? Forest Guardian, Yasmin. Okay, that would be fine, I guess, to throw it against. It's something mid-tier. Though if we miss, it's gonna be able to take a lot of advantage over that. Oops, let me go and... actually, while I'm there, let me go change this back to suggested team slot. Suggested team slot. Whoops, I'm trying to type in slot. It's only suggested teams. There we go. Put that in there, and what was it again? It was Forest Guardian. Wait, Forest Guardian first slot? I haven't seen Forest Guardian first slot in a while. Forest Guardian first, Yasmin. Aurora, ooh, interesting. Come on, Aurora, where are you? Aurora. And what do we need? Glitter Claw. I think I did something like this earlier, except without Forest Guardian. I know I used Queen Aurora, Yasmin, Glitter Claw with something. I think it was like World Breaker, though, or something else. But anyways, or some kind of other mana generator. Let's go try it with a Forest Troll. I mean, a Forest Guardian, I mean. What banner do we even need? Oh, you said Summer Banner. Which one's Summer Banner? Hold up. I don't know them by their other names. I know them by their, what kingdom. Anyways, we'll go and throw the Summer Banner down. And it's minus blue, but we get all the green and purple. Wait, how are we going to get Glitter Claw then? Oh, never mind. It's just to get Yasmin up quickly, I see. Okay, anyways, let's go into the battle. What do we need? What do we need? We'll go and... What do we need to move around? We'll go and I guess... what do we need? I guess we'll take a red, try getting purple. Just trying to get the crystallized so we can start passively gaining mana. We can take some purple there. Get another useless red though. I think it's worth it. I need to make sure it doesn't die though. Let me actually take some greens here. We'll take that for 5 times. Get all of our mana. We're good to go. So we'll go take that. Take that. Double check the board again. Don't think we have alignment. Actually, we might have, and I might have ruined it already. Oh, we have Glitter Claw. Perfect. So we'll go grab that. And now we can really start doing stuff. I kind of want to throw a Yasmin here, but if we can get a convert, I want to go for it. So we will go and throw that down. Nice, nice. Move that one over. Get another Yasmin there. It is quite a bit of fun. Go and... What convert do we need? Yeah, we got it. So we'll go through that again. We do need another Glitter Claw. You don't have immune to burn, so... Wait, or do you? Oh, never mind. You do have immune to Fairy Fire. Both of them have immune to Fairy Fire. It's not going to work out then. We'll go throw this down. Actually, before I do, I still throw this down just for the damage aspect. Because we're getting so much green back that it's not going to matter. No convert, so we'll go into, I guess... Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, no, we do have one. We'll go grab that. Get the Yasmin. And then another Yasmin. Yeah, that actually worked out amazingly well. A little bit of a bumpy start, but once you get it going, it is quite lethal. That is for sure. Yeah, I might need to try that some more in the future. Is that pure color? If that's pure color, we might even need to try it on Guild War Day. I don't think it is, though. Oh, no, it is. Interesting. That's pure green. Oh, that's the team that it reminds me of. This team. It's not the exact one I was mentioning earlier, but it reminds me of this team we made, which I still have on reserve. The only difference is oh, that was the troop I used instead. Actually, yeah, it's exactly that, just slightly different and in slightly different order. But yeah, I used the Dark Maiden version of it and in a slightly different order just because I just want to get rid of the Glitter Claw. Use the same banner and everything. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll try your version then for Green Day. We're pretty much already using this, so I might as well switch into your version and see how it goes. I like that it uses Glitter Claw all the way in the back. I used it in the front, mainly so we could kill it out. But of course, that would be slightly bad because we would lose points overall. But, yeah, we'll definitely go try the Forest Guardian variant of it. That seems quite nice. I'll probably have to do that for next week's Guild War then, for Green Day. And just revamp that, and might even need to adjust it into our new green team then. All I have to do is switch out one troop and then reorder it some. Let's see. You can't craft in Furnace. You can't craft any mythic whenever you want. It comes on a rotation. They run about every 5 months, the mythics. So it could be a couple weeks before you see it in Furnace available within the Soul Forge. Hello, Crazy. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Though we're about to end out this stream. But I'm so glad that you could join us for one of the live streams. Very appreciated. Yeah, let's just go tear apart like maybe one more battle. But I do need to go take a shower real quick. Let me see. Were there any other questions that anyone mentioned? Don't believe there were. But if any of you have any, definitely leave one. Otherwise, I will be heading off for the night right after this battle. So is that the only way to get him then? No, you can get him from random drops, though the chance of that occurring is very unlikely. You can technically get him right now if you open like several thousand keys and got super lucky. Realistically, you would need to open like 30,000 gem keys, which is obviously quite absurd. But you're better off waiting until you see him within the Soul Forge. That'd be the easiest, most realistic way of obtaining any mythic. Is just crafting them within the Soul Forge itself. Trying to get them as a random drop is very inconsistent. because you could be getting any other mythic in the entire game, let alone if you even get a mythic to begin with. And that's match. Take it down, and down it goes. Which keys? It would be in Glory, Gem, and VIP chests, as well as guild chests if you got them upgraded, though you wouldn't want to open them now, because guild chests this early in the week would be very bad. Almost no guilds have it all the way maxed out this early in the week. You would need to wait until like Saturday or Sunday in order to do something like that. Let's see. Hey, oh, good thing to actually end it on. Let's see what we get from this treasure gnome. Moment of truth. This is our only, no, never mind. We got one other treasure gnome, I think, this stream. But yeah, let's see what we get from this guy. We got 2,500 gold, I believe, from the previous one. Oh, no. We opened up a vault key, which ended up giving us the 3 most weakest loots. So no, we didn't actually find a treasure gnome yet. This is our first gnome of the stream. We're going to find plenty of them this weekend, though, due to the treasure gnome event. But, let's go see what this guy has for us. Come on, vault key. Or at least something that's not completely useless if it's not a vault key. Well, let's see. We'll go take those reds there. Wouldn't a better version of this team be Mercy and Furnace, Ketris, and Isabella? It's worth a shot. The biggest issue with Ketris is he ends his turn every single time he casts. The biggest benefit of having a Infernus is he doesn't end his turn. You also passively get damaged by doing nothing other than taking an extra turn. Come on, something good, something good, something good. Well, I guess I predicted it. 2,500 gold. Useless drop. Oh, well. Yeah, no, the Gnome event gives a lot of gold, a lot of souls, a lot of trait stones, and a lot of gem-related stuff. Particularly the gem-related stuff is why I actually go for it. There are very few ways within the game to, like, stockpile gems these days. And the Gnome event is pretty much the best method currently within the game whenever they run it once a month to obtain gems overall. Like either gem-related keys, like gem keys and event keys and stuff like that, or just gems themselves, which is very nice. But yeah, it's the most amount of those resources you could ever really accumulate infinitely. Of course, you only get like 3 days to do so, which is a little bit annoying, but in those 3 days, it is basically 3 days of every month, like 1/10 of every month. It is extremely viable to try to farm gems. Every other moment, the best you could possibly do is like maybe do treasure hunt or something, but that gives only about 20 to 50 gems per hour. Whereas if you're hunting treasure gnomes, that can vary anywhere from about, well, I guess it could be slightly lower towards the 30 end, though it could be as high as like 200 or 300 gem worth of keys and gems, especially if you end up finding a vault key during that hour. And it can vary quite a bit because it's hard to really determine the value of a vault key, since it can vary so much on if you get it, as well as what's actually in the vault key itself. Any good Green Day World Breaker teams? World Breaker teams on Green Day are normally centered around a World Breaker in third slot and a Glitter Claw behind it. As far as the other two troops, you could use a hero weapon as Dragon Guard, and maybe just one other utility troop for mana generation of any kind that you might want to put in. Other than that, you can just go into any of the heavy green generators and just kind of go with that. Keep it looping, keep getting World Breaker up, and just keep spamming it over and over again until you win. Though, as was previously mentioned, the two green teams that we're probably going to be messing with the most is the one that we've been using, as well as this one. Forest Guardian has been chosen, Queen Aurora Glitterclaw, and of course the one I've been using, which has been pretty much the same thing except with Dark Maiden. Actually, we could even technically just replace Dark Maiden in this team with a World Breaker. Go something like Glitterclaw, Yasmin, World Breaker, and just go down that path. Anyways, I'm trying to move. What on earth is this? Okay, I see. We'll move all that there. Move that there, and let's go put the Forest Guardian here. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Because now I need to go move everything over. So yeah, we're going to try this for next Green Guild War Day for sure. I believe that was the team. No, it wasn't. That was the team. And of course, banner's already correct. Let me just double check. Should be. And yeah, we're good to go. All good? All good. Oh wait, Yasmin in second slot? Yeah, that's what I did, right? Pretty sure I did that. I'm not used to putting Forest Guardian in first, so it threw me off. Yeah, that's correct. There we go. Are there any good mana generators for him? For World Breaker within Green Day itself? Let me try to figure out what they were. Let me see. What was Green Day mana generations? I know Dark Maiden is one, though they share the same color, which is annoying. Other than that, Boar Rider isn't bad. Captain Skullbeard is amazing for it. So if you happen to have him, works pretty decently. Dark Maiden, as I mentioned, pretty decent for it. Diviner is absolutely amazing for it since it goes straight into it with a bunch of yellow and can feed it magic as well. Other than that, trying to think of some cheaper options. Well, I guess Diviner is actually pretty cheap. It's only an ultra rare. Mana General Green. Come on, there has to be another one. Well, it doesn't have to. Well, it has to be Green Day, but it doesn't have to be specifically green. It just has to be something that feeds into him. But yeah, I would say Diviner is probably your best bet then. It's really cheap and it does the job. Yeah, I don't think there's too many others. Other than like the standard exploding troops that you would normally use. I guess Diviner would pretty much just be your best option then. I thought there was a few more than that. I guess apparently not. Well, I guess Queen Aurora, but that's not technically a mana generator. It just helps you to accumulate more mana naturally. But it still would end up working with it, regardless. Anything with high mana cost, it tends to work with. Yeah, so I would say Diviner would be your best bet then, which you most likely have. Yeah, the Vault events this weekend. It will be running from Friday at reset time at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, all the way until Monday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be farming it a bunch on the Friday and Saturday stream in the morning, as well as just in general. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading off for now. Going to go take a shower before the stream starts. Let me go and actually give you guys the stream location. I don't believe it has started yet. It was like 40 minutes, 20 minutes ago. So it should be about another 20 minutes before they start. So let me go give you guys the link. He said 20 minutes, 6 minutes ago. So about 15 minutes from now, they should be streaming. And I'll be around there as well if you guys still want to chat and stuff. But let me go give you guys their link so I can go and just bring you guys over there. It's still going to be about 15 minutes or so, but they're going to have another redeem code too, if any of you are interested in that. Let me go pause this so it doesn't play an ad. I don't even have my headphones on, so I can't even hear if it does play. Hopefully there's not an ad playing right now. We'll go copy that and put that right there, and there we go. So that's where I'm going to be in about 15 minutes or so. If any of you want to go join me, the devs will be streaming. I don't know who's going to be up. I believe it's going to be Syrup and, what's his name, Ozball, I believe, are going to be streaming, but they'll have another code, and maybe they will show something in advance, like an upcoming troop or something like that. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. If you still have... Oh, I missed your question. Sorry, Maximuse. Let me go get that real quick. Did I miss anyone else's question? Let me double check. I got that. Oh, good Ketris teams. Good Ketris teams. You would basically throw anything up front with a Gorgoltha followed by the Ketris into a red spammer like a Hellcat. It doesn't have to be Hellcat. It can be really anything that spams red, like let's say a Flame Troll. That's also available this week under the thingy, under Soulforge, underneath the, what's it called? The little purple thing. You use a Flame Troll for it. You synergize those three together and then follow it up with one other supporting troop, either damage or something else. But basically the whole concept of every single Ketris team you build is get it mana as quickly as possible, preferably red manas, throw it on second slot, throw it on fourth slot, and then you win. That's the whole kind of concept that you pretty much use for it. What was the question I missed from you? Do you know if Treasure Gnome event is this weekend? Yes, it should be this weekend. Didn't I mention that already? I think I did. But yeah, the Treasure Gnome should be this weekend from Friday until like I mentioned, Friday from 3 a.m. until Sunday. I mean, Friday from 3 a.m. in the morning until Monday until 3 a.m. in the morning. So basically, from the beginning of Friday until the end of Sunday, essentially. But anyways, guys, I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you so much for coming by. And have a wonderful week. See you, everyone. Good night.